Hey there, welcome to the UkeStuff channel and welcome to this tutorial video for the play-along videos of Waltzing Matilda as performed by Slim Dusty. One of my projects has been to go back and create song sheets for all of the songs here on the channel, to provide those at UkeStuff.info, but in particular also to create videos for baritone as well, which means that I'm recreating material slowly. So in addition to creating new songs over time, I'm going to be re-recording old videos or recreating old videos so that then I can also create a tutorial and a baritone play along and provide the chord chart for those songs. And this is one of the first in that long-term process of me doing that. And it might take years to do it because there are over 600 videos in this channel and many songs that don't have either the baritone format or the chord chart with them. So what we're going to do in this video is first of all look at the chords you need for GCEA soprano concert tenor ukulele, then we'll look at the chords you need for baritone DGBE ukulele, and then we'll talk about strumming as well. Now if you want to support the work here on this channel, there are three things you can do. First of all, you can like the video. Second, you can subscribe to the channel. And third, you can always buy me a cup of coffee to say thank you for making this content at buymeacoffee.com/UkeStuff. Just as a reminder, if you like the chords you see here, you can now find that chord chart at UkeStuff.info. That's my blog. Just look under the chord charts or tabs and scroll down to Waltzing Matilda. All right, so let's begin with soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele in the key of C. There are actually two keys, and for this video, I'll be using this instrument. This is my Koloha Opio concert ukulele. It's made out of, this one is made out of acacia. Right, the first chord is the C chord, then the G7 chord, then the F chord, then the A minor chord, and then finally the D minor chord. Now let's take a look at the chords you need to play it in the key of D on soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. All right, in the key of D, first of all, you need the D chord. There are many ways to play the D chord. Katie Denure at One Music School actually shows 7 ways to do it, so you can look up her YouTube channel on the D chord. But I'll give you the quick answers. I usually play D with the top, my first finger at the top of the 3rd string 2nd fret, and my other 2 fingers around it, as if it were a small G7 chord. That's how I normally play my D. You can also play it 1, 2, 3 in a row. You can play it 2, 3, 4 in a row. You can play it with 2 fingers. You can play it with 1 finger, bending that ring finger. Just don't play it by reaching your thumb around. Then you need the A7 chord. You'll need the G chord. Then a bar chord in the key of D, and that would be the B minor chord. What you're going to do is you're going to take your first finger and lay it across all 4 strings right above the 2nd fret. Pull against the fretboard with your finger. And if you're holding your ukulele right, you should be able to pull against that fretboard. And then that should make most of the sound you need. Add your thumb for some support. That makes it even clearer. And then with your ring finger, play the 4th string, 4th fret. That's your B minor chord. And then finally the E minor chord. So you're still on that 2nd fret there, but on the 1st string, 2nd fret. And then just waterfall down. Leave the 4th string open. You don't need to actually play it. You can if you want to, but you don't need to. That's the E minor chord. And those are the 5 chords you need to play Waltzing Matilda as recorded by Slim Dusty on soprano, concert, tenor ukulele in the key of D. Now let's talk about baritone. For baritone, I'll be using this instrument. This is my Tom concert ukulele. It has a solid mahogany top, laminate back and sides. But what makes this special, it has Pepe Romero baby baritone strings on it. So I can play it like a baritone ukulele without having to change scales all the time. The first chord you need is the D chord. Then the A7 chord. That's a bar chord. So you're going to take your first finger, lay it across all 4 strings right above the metal 2nd fret, and just pull against the fretboard while holding your ukulele, and that should give you leverage to pull against and get most of the sound that you need. Then add your thumb for a little bit of support. You don't have to pull then or press very hard to get a nice clear sound. Then with your 2nd finger, play the 1st string 3rd fret, and that's your A7 chord. Then you have your G chord, and then a B minor chord. So put your first finger on the 1st string 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the 2nd string 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the 4th string 4th fret, and your pinky on the 3rd string 4th fret. That's your B minor chord. And then finally your E minor chord. And those are the 5 chords you need to play Waltzing Matilda by Slim Dusty on baritone DGBE ukulele. Now let's talk about strumming. All right, for strumming, let me just give you 2 ideas. One would just be to go down, down, up, down, down, up. Works out pretty well like this. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. So you've got down, down, up. And I actually played along with my singing going coolabah tree. I think I just did down strums there. But generally, again, remember there is no one single right answer, as there was no ukulele in the original version. So down, down, up, down, down, up will work pretty well. If you need to put in some straight strums every now and then, do so. The other option would be a partial picking pattern where you would pick your lowest note on your instrument. So if you're playing reentrant, you might want to play the 3rd string. If you're playing linear, which would be low D, low G, depending on whether you're baritone or standard GCEA ukulele, then you'd play the 4th string because that would be your lowest note. So whatever your lowest note is, you'd pick that and then strum the rest. Now on GCEA standard ukulele tuning, reentrant ukulele tuning, if you can, you pluck the 3rd, strum, then the 4th, and then strum and alternate back and forth. But not all the chords will let you do that. There's not enough time in every chord, so then you would just pluck the 3rd if there's no time. So it goes something like this. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. So it'd be down strum, and alternating as much as you want between 3 and 4 when you can. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. And that's giving you that boom, chuck, and there's really no right answer there either. And that's sort of imitating the guitar that you hear as well. Can you do it on baritone as well? Absolutely. And here you might want to alternate 4 to 3. The same would be true with linear GCEA soprano concert tenor ukulele, alternating 4 and 3. It might go something like this. It may not be perfect, but it'll give you an idea. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. Something like that. So it'd be alternating when you could. But you don't have the time to do that. So sometimes you're just going to be able to play one note and strum and you have to move to the next chord. So I think that happens here at the beginning. Once a jolly swagman camped by a billabong. And then you could alternate. Under the shade of a coolabah tree. So then you could alternate if you wanted to. All right, so with those strumming pattern ideas and with those chords, that's all you need to do to be successful on Waltzing Matilda as performed by Slim Dusty in either the key of C for soprano concert tenor ukulele or the key of D for soprano concert tenor or baritone ukulele. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more Uke stuff for you.